On the last exciting episode of Random RP, grass up to your chins sprouts from the hex board into every direction. The helicopter's landing in the tall grass. You go towards it.
Yep.
So the hunter is scrambling back as fast as he can. He falls on his face. He's now prone on the ground in front of this Rhydon.
I want to try and help the hunter.
That is Zero heading towards the hunter?
Yep.
Alright, and Luki, you see that one of the guys is about to get squished by a giant rhino. What do you do?
I help him.
You are running towards this rhino then. Furrnox,
Okay,
what are you doing? You are the closest one to this giant rhino.
Well, thanks for that, Jake.
The dice were with you. Oh, that's all I can say.
The dice are not with me.
The dice
Okay.
are very finicky.
Yeah, if I may say something, we need this hunter. He's the only one that knows how to survive here.
Nah. I'm gonna back off and
You're
Try to-
ditching this hunter.
try to
Well,
hide
Furrnox,
in the
before
tall
any
grass.
of your friends get to this hunter, the Rhydon has skewered him and ripped him into two halves, down the middle. He chucks one of the halves at Zero and misses. The other half, the leg half, he grabs both legs and rips them apart. Now he's dual-wielding legs. So yes. What do you do now, Zero?
I quickly inspect, just take a look at the piece that's just next to me, I think.
The
The hunter
Rhydon
piece?
is about 2 meters tall, and its horn is spinning on its face, and it's got
No,
serrations on its horn. They
I
look
wanted
like
to
it's a
take a
very
look.
brutal weapon.
I wanted to take a look at the hunter's bone flesh, see if there's anything I can scavenge quickly.
Oh, on the hunter?
Yep.
The hunter has in his breast pocket, had in his breast pocket, a map. However, this map is very plain because, yes, the entire world is an entire flat savanna according to this map. He also has in his pocket a small lighter. Like a flick lighter.
Yeah, I want that lighter. That is gonna be useful.
You have a map and a lighter.
Okay.
And Luki, you saw this dude get totally murderated. There are two dudes left. One is looting the dead dude's corpse. The other has not yet taken an action in response to the murderation. The helicopter's there as well. What do you do?
Can you repeat, please?
You have just witnessed a man being murderated. The thing that killed him is now dual-wielding his legs. One of his friends has looted his breast pocket and has apparently pocketed 2 items. The other has not taken an action. There is a helicopter there as well that is just sitting there off. Like the blades aren't even spinning.
Okay,
Luki.
I have some object with me. Some gun or weapon,
Nope.
something.
You didn't even pick up a broom.
User
Okay.
joined your channel.
Let me see.
You might wanna throw the broom at him.
He did not pick up the broom.
Oh yeah, sorry. That was me.
Okay, can I run back to get the broom?
You can't find the door you entered through.
Okay, so I'm gonna punch the monster with my
User
hands.
left your channel.
You're going to attempt to punch the Rhydon. Well, you're not going to live very long. This is your one and only chance to take back the action. Are you going to actually punch the Rhydon?
I,
What's the worst that can happen?
You just
I'm not
saw the
sure.
worst that could happen.
Okay, but everything is near this monster. There's nothing else I can do.
The helicopter's actually closer to you than the Rhydon is.
Okay, so I can go to the helicopter without passing by the monster.
Pretty much. More or less.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the helicopter.
Heading to the helicopter, you scramble inside the helicopter, and note that the cockpit's totally empty. No one's in it.
Okay, I search around looking for something.
You find
That
a
I
book
could-
called Helicopter Piloting for Dummies.
Oh shit, I want that.
Oh, great.
I assume you read the introduction.
Yeah.
The introduction says, "Hello, reader. We put this introduction together assuming that you are trying to get away from a murderous Rhydon in a helicopter. Therefore, you should take these 5 steps to start your helicopter and get away." Do you perform the steps?
Okay. I perform steps.
That'll take the rest of your turn. Furrnox, what action are you taking? You see that the helicopter blades are spinning up.
Try to get aboard the helicopter before it leaves.
Furrnox manages to get aboard the helicopter. Zero, what are you doing?
know
You
what,
see that
Furrnox?
Furrnox is bolted for the helicopter, and the blades are the chopper spinning up.
I'm gonna go towards the tall grass, hide from the rhino. I think it's gonna
You are
follow the
going to
helicopter.
attempt to hide.
Yep.
That was a good plan. You see, the Rhydon is going to charge the helicopter, and he's going to get into it. The Rhydon is in the helicopter. All of the vertical movement that the helicopter had gained is suddenly halted instantly by this 120 kilogram monster. I'm using metrics here because I assume most of you guys are European.
Yep.
Alright. So, yeah, this helicopter is super grounded because there's a gigantic monster in it now. And Luki, it is your turn. You shall ponder what you do as I let the dog in. Please ponder out loud.
Okay, am I piloting the helicopter, right?
Yeah, you're in the cockpit. You read the book and started the chopper.
Oh, I lift off the helicopter.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you can't because the
The-
monster is in the helicopter now, weighting it down.
Oh, okay. So the monster is in the helicopter, or
It's in like
And
okay.
Luki,
Let me
action
send you a
time.
picture of the helicopter. Just a
Okay.
second.
okay? I try
Probably wait
to.
on the picture.
Yeah, this is what the helicopter looks like, and it's in the back probably.
Yeah, it's in the open area.
Okay, so I try to get out from the helicopter.
So you're climbing out the window to avoid the Rhydon, right?
Yeah.
Alright, you're climbing out the window. The Rhydon is unable to reach into the pilot's area to stop you. Furrnox, this Rhydon is standing right in front of you, but he's back turned to you. There's a whipping tail in your face. What are you doing?
I'm gonna do something stupid, and you're probably gonna kill me for it. But I'm gonna try to use the rhino horn that I got and stab him with it because that's the best way to kill one of those things I've heard. From nowhere.
How and where exactly are you stabbing this Rhydon?
Wow.
Yeah,
You're
stab
making
him
this
in the eye.
difficult, aren't you? I guess I'm gonna try to penetrate his heart because that's
Okay,
like
so chest area.
yes,
You
from behind. Yes.
You find the chink in his armor where his shoulder joint attaches, and you drive the horn in as deep as you can. The Rhydon bellows with rage and spins around, knocking you out of the helicopter with its tail. That went about as well as you could have possibly hoped, Furrnox.
He could have died.
Not in one hit. This is a 2-hit monster. Zero, what's up?
I'm still hiding in the grass. I think I'm gonna.
Oh, you did see Furrnox get knocked out of the helicopter. You don't know by what.
Wait, I didn't see the monster get in the helicopter?
You did see the monster get in the helicopter, and you saw Furrnox get knocked out of the helicopter. You don't know if he jumped and fell badly, or if he was thrown out.
No, I'm gonna get away from there. That area is pretty damn awful right now.
As you run through the tall grass, you encounter something next turn. And Lukey, you are on the grass outside the helicopter. The Rhydon is bellowing with rage and just swinging his good arm every which way. And he's pretty much wrecking the helicopter.
I think I'm gonna hide myself in the grass for a while.
You are making no movement and taking no action, right?
Right.
You are hiding in tall grass. Furrnox,
Yeah.
you've been knocked into the clearing by this Rhydon. He doesn't seem to have noticed you. He's too busy wrecking the helicopter.
So, did I manage to pull the horn out, or did it stick in
No, it's
his...
stuck in there.
Oh. Well.
You have 4 others, right?
No, that was my only one.
Oh.
Yeah, I had.
So, I'm gonna get out of there while he's raging in the helicopter.
Time to GTFO.
Yeah.
So, because none of you specified directions, you are now all separated.
Yep.
0. You have encountered a dragon. He's an adorable dragon. He is like less than 50 centimeters tall, with little bitty wings that look like butterfly wings. He looks at you and says,
Okay, so I assume he's not aggressive then?
all he said is,
I sit down on the grass in front of him.
He sits down imitating you.
I try and talk to him and I say, sorry buddy, don't have any food to spare.
He just walks up to you and sits on your knee.
Well, I try to pet him, but I have no idea what dragon's like.
Well, you could just pat him on the head.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
He closes his eyes and says,
That sounds like a cat. Well, I'm gonna try and take the dragon with me.
You place the dragon on your shoulder. He happily complies with you.
And yeah, I'm gonna start heading somewhere. I don't know.
Just wandering around now in the tall grass.
But I do have a map. Are there any landmarks on the map?
Nope. It just says there's a legend, and the legend says grassland, and the entire map is covered in that color.
Okay, so I have a useless map and a lighter.
Pretty much. Did I mention the grass is fairly dry?
Yeah, I don't want to use the lighter yet. I'm in the grass.
And Lukey, you are sitting in your hex, just sitting in the grass. The Rhydon has quieted down. The helicopter has stopped being ripped apart. but you cannot see them through the tall grass.
The monster are still in the helicopter.
The monster may or may not be still in the helicopter.
So I sneak through the grass and try to see if the monster is still in the helicopter.
The monster is not visible in the helicopter. You don't see where he went.
So I try to look inside the helicopter.
You look into the back where the cargo stuff is stored, and the engine compartment is, and it's pretty wrecked back there. No Rhydon. You look into the cockpit, and you see an egg. There's an egg in the cockpit. It is a mottled brown and white egg.
I get the egg.
You has an egg. There's also the book called Helicopter Piloting for Dummies. There might be something useful in there.
I get the book too.
You notice in the table of contents a chapter called Helicopter Repairs for Dummies.
Well, I think I'm gonna take everything I can. So
So
every object is in here. I'm gonna get and take with me because maybe it will be useful.
you
Who
find
knows?
a simple revolver, a Swiss Army knife, a medieval cannon. Why is this in the roll chart? Like, it's just a 2 meter long, and it's like, it'll shoot balls that are about 20 centimeters wide.
Kind of
Okay.
weird that he
It's
just
just a cannon.
randomly
There
found that.
is shot for the cannon and gunpowder. And it's all in the helicopter.
Wow.
As you ponder that, Furrnox will take his turn. Furrnox is just running. He did not mention direction or aim or much of anything.
Well, I just wanted to get away a bit, but I still wanted to like know the way back to the helicopter.
You're pretty lost after running like that.
Oh well, fuck you.
Come on, don't be mean.
I'm gonna try to find my way back.
You wander aimlessly, attempting to find any sign, and the dice think you're funny. They don't like you to find your friends. So, you do find instead a series of very odd holes in the ground. There's like moles all over the place. We're digging holes and stuff. A ferret sticks his head out of one of the holes, looks at you, and then pokes back inside.
Well, I don't know what ferrets eat.
They eat meat.
I don't have
No,
any
they
meat.
don't.
Yeah, let's go with their carnivorous ferrets.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I guess I'll just walk past them because I don't have like anything to try to pet them with.
Ignoring the ferrets, they wouldn't let you pet them without losing a finger anyways.
Yeah.
Zero, you have a dragon friend.
Yeah, the last picture is what I imagine the dragon looks like.
Not even close.
Okay. I try and talk to the dragon. Hey, do you know any place where we can get some food, maybe? Does it maybe point in a direction?
It's
Which I
waving
can
its arms
follow?
wildly.
So no.
Grrr. 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 Grrr.
Hmm. I'm just gonna continue moving forward. I have no idea what he's saying.
The dragon is perfectly fine with this.
Hmm. Do I encounter anything?
Not that you notice. And Lukey, on that ominous note, what are you doing with your turn?
I have no idea.
Well, you do have a book called Helicopter Repairs. Well, Helicopter Piloting for Dummies, and in it is Helicopter Repairs for Dummies.
I'm gonna read the book named Helicopter Repair for Dummies.
The Helicopter Repair for Dummies has a very detailed illustration that perfectly matches this current state of your engine down to a T. And it says, if your engine looks like this, the Rhydon must have gotten at it, and you're pretty much done.
That's a very specific book. Holy shit.
I look to the engine and see if it's the same way that the book
It is
said.
exactly as the book depicts it.
Wow!
Perfectly. Even the
I
bits
think-
that are just laying around are exactly as the book describes them.
It's a magic book.
You don't know that.
So I'm gonna fix the helicopter. What the hell?
The helicopter books just told you it's hopeless. On the next exciting episode of Random RP,
Book is great.
how to make a cannon work for dummies.
What the fuck?
Tune in next time for another exciting episode of Random RP.